Welcome, everyone.
Can you talk a little more? You
Excellent.
sound. Oh, you're back. Thank you. I assume you're excellent.
Yes, I'm excellent. Thank you. Good, good, good. Here we are. And thank you for notifying everyone on the group that we are starting now.
You beat me to it.
Actually, you did. Just okay. I just sent the link. Well, you already told him it's pinned, so thank you so much for that. Okay. I want to quickly remind you of this. I had someone who was talking with me about um something, and then I reminded them and I said, "Oh, you must know that the only thing that makes you offend God is when you believe that you've offended God, physically." So I pointed to Romans 14. So I'm opening to it now. Romans 14. And obviously in Romans 14, when a person believes or a person is perpetually believing that they are like sinful, shameful, doubtful, and just believing it. It actually is symptom of being weak in faith. That's it. So a person who is strong in faith essentially eradicates all of those judgments in their world. It's not even I'm trying to be faithful. I've had doubt. It's not even I want to be bold now. It's not even okay, I'm trying to build courage. No, those things of limitations simply did not exist. Romans 14 now from verse 1. Receive one who is weak in the faith, but not to dispute over doubtful things. Okay. So who's this, for example, who's this instruction going to? The one who is strong in faith or the one who is weak in faith? When the instruction says, receive one who is weak in faith. Let me actually choose. I mean, okay. So as for the man who is weak in faith, welcome him, but not for disputes over opinions. Like, apparently that goes to the one who is not weak in faith, right? That instruction goes to one who is strong in faith and says, don't even dispute his opinions. Don't entertain his doubtful disputations. One believes he may eat anything, while the weak man eats only vegetables. This is not it's not the physical one. If you eat vegetables only physically, that's your cup of tea. However, though, if you eat vegetables physically only because you believe that eating anything else is harmful or will do something to you, and eating vegetables is the only way to salvation of your body, well, actually, yes, that is weak in faith. Now, let him who eats despise him who abstains. Let not him who eats despise him who abstains. And let not him who abstains pass judgment on him who eats. For God has welcomed him. So the two of them are welcomed. Now, who are you to pass judgment on the servant of another? It is before his own master that he stands or falls. So this is now to say, we've got you. Now, you stand or you fall before your own master. But who's the master that's being referred to? When it says, who are you to judge and pass judgment on on the servant of another? Another version says, who art thou? Who are you that judge another man's servant? To his own master he stands or falls. How do you pass judgment on someone else? Someone actually did something like that recently. and I rebuked the person. But by that I mean I shunned him. Okay. The person said, how would they do something like that? How would they do it that way? How would they spend it that way or use the money that way? And I looked at the person. I said, is it your money to spend? It's not yours to spend. It's not yours to use. It's not your thing that they did. So you can judge it. When your time comes, do it your own way. Until then, let them do it the way they have done it. But that is just like a weak version of the statement here, which is even stronger. It says, who are you to pass judgment on the servant of another? But it's not so much about by servant here. It's not like someone who's a slave to someone else. It's to say this person is under the rule of the man. Who are you to impose your own rule over the rule of his own master? Okay, he is already under the law of assumption. So who are you to impose the law of your own concepts, of your habits, of your way of thinking, of your beliefs over his own subjection to the law of assumption? It is before his own master that he stands and he falls. And then it concludes with, and he will be upheld, for the master is able to make him stand. He shall be holding up, for God is able to make him stand. And now we come to the golden verse, verse 5 of Romans 14. One man esteems one day as better than another, while another man esteems all days alike. Let every one be fully convinced in his own mind. That's it. If you judge yourself, you're judged. But if you're fully convinced in your own mind, that's it. So what do I want you to do today? I want you to apply this beautiful lesson. Start with assuming that you are strong in faith. Those who are weak in faith actually have a lot of disputes. They have a lot of opinions. They have a lot of doubts. And if you want to be strong in faith, you don't even start by fixing them. Oh, I'm trying to fix my doubts. No. The strong in faith is the one who simply does not welcome disputes. Welcomes you. You believe this way, you think that way. Okay. That's your cup of tea. But not welcome with it all of your little pesky opinions. I remember this happened, 3, close to 4 years ago now, about 4 years ago, almost 4 years ago. So I was taking a bike. I dropped my wife at her apartment. She was still living apart from me at the time. So I dropped her off at the apartment. Then I was coming back to my own um hotel. So I took this bike, a commercial bike, would took me up from this point. Was dropping me at my hotel gate, and I think he got a call from his woman, maybe wife, maybe girlfriend, probably wife, because I can't remember much of the conversation, but felt like it was wife. Then they had a conversation, and then we got to the gate, and he started telling me, you know how these women are. They don't know more than to ask money, ask money, ask money. And when he tried to involve me in that, he had been saying that all the while, I wasn't listening at all. Then he tried to involve me in the conversation when he got me down, and he just simply said, if you want to satisfy your woman's financial desires, just simply make yourself have the money. Get the money and give it to her. If you don't want to, forget it. You don't have to complain about whether these are women are or that's how women are. But I didn't say that in particular, but that's the point. That's the idea. But I did say, if you want to give her what she wants, give her what she wants. If you don't want to, then don't. But let it be clear about it. I want to be there. I want to give my woman these things that she wants. And then you know that for sure. That was simply the idea of not welcoming opinions. Oh yeah, that's how women are. No, no, no. Don't welcome the opinions. Welcome him. Oh, you're an amazing, wonderful man. Not him in that sense of praising his amazing wonderfulness of a man, okay. But as in to see an amazing wonderful man of imagination. But don't welcome the opinions. Don't entertain disputes. Don't entertain arguments of them. Who are you to judge another man? Or who is a man in this world that could actually judge you? Put it in that way. Who is someone in this world that could judge you? Because it is before your master that you stand. Your master is able to make you stand. God is able to make you stand. So who is anyone in this world that actually judges you? Nobody. So hold your faith up high and then dismiss all of uh, your doubts, all of your disputes, all of your mental shame, all of your mental worries, dismiss all of them completely. Remember, you do not have to go through life with the feeling attitude of fear, of worry, of shame, of concern. And faith. Be strong in faith. So what are we going to do now? Simple exercise. Assume you're strong in faith and you stand because you make yourself stand. That's how you're sure of it. I stand. How am I sure of it? Well, I make myself stand. I am God. I make myself stand and so I stand. Now relax and practice that now. Excellent. Now, this particular passage is a passage you could take your time to study thoroughly. Really study it thoroughly. Romans 14. That is. Verse 5 is key. Let every man be persuaded in his own mind. Let everyone be convinced in his own mind. That's all. If you're convinced in your mind, end of discussion. So, put that in mind. And remember, you could be strong in faith, not weak. You could be powerful in faith. And all it takes for you to even do that is to assume that you are. Just have the faith that you already are. And then live life from that. You see to others To those who are weak, they think they need a kind of sign, permission, approval, something to just make them believe, something to give them the push. No, the strong in faith, just take it, claim it, assume it, or appropriate it. So embody that. Okay. So see you all um tomorrow. And until then, bye bye.